NBA sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And only able to get this to the ninth. So probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Lance. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They'll run on 1st down. Dalton. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. On play action, Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Lance going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now Lance. Flushed out right. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And he'll give it here to his running back. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard, 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd and 9, Lance got his man there, complete to Gallup. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 17-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11. Throwing now is Lance. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. From the gun, it's Lance. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and now off to the races down the right side. The 20, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, we talked pregame about how we might have some twists and turns in this one, but how about this on the opening drive?
Well, they had a pretty good drive working, didn't they? So you wouldn't expect this ending because what you were thinking is they're going to put it in the end zone themselves, not have it go the other direction.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for the Niners.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Dalton. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run the counter. Dalton. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Working from the gun, Lance. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
On the counter, this is Akers. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Jones. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and drag.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-rounder Jimmy Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now as a quarterback, into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10 at the Rams' 34-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Play action. Now it's Lance. He'll swing this out to Mostert. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. There he goes, left side. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Here's Lance to throw it. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Throwing on second and long. Jones. And this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. To throw, it's Lance. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
They find some open field here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Lance now on first down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers as the first half is winding down. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Complete to Michael Gallup. Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final adjustments as we speak. Which of these two teams is going to advance to the NFC title game next Sunday? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon Gaud.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? Lance now to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked out by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Stafford on 3rd down. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Akers. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Right back to Atwell. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
They'll run on first down. Akers. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Bryson Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Rams add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Warriors take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On first down, Dalton. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. Lance going to throw. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They'll run on first down. Akers. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. 77 yards on the ground for him so far. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Stafford. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Maurice Hurst drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Lance looking to throw it. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Again, it's Lance. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Here we go on 4th down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 88 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Stafford. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On 1st down, Akers. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side. And now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason.